Are you ready for expanding horizon?
Yes.
So can you tell me what do you want to be the best in the world at, and what can stop you from getting there? Let's start with you.
I want to be like the best at fashion designing. I want to be like a really good designer. But I think that I restrict myself way too much. Like take, uh, I don't take risks enough to like do stuff.
This,
It's
like what kind of risk?
it's like just stepping out of my comfort zone, like going to workshops more.
Okay. So what are you doing right now? Are you studying or you're?
I'm studying
Which grade are you?
11th
And what do you want to graduate into?
fashion design.
And then what happens?
And then I get a job in the place I do it itself.
Okay.
And then I do masters for business fashion design, like fashion business.
And then
That's all I've thought of.
we're gonna work backward. Okay. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna be the best at something, and you're gonna be. See, there are two ways to do this. One, you can conventionally finish your degree, figure what to do next, and then figure what to do next. The other way to do this is you can figure out what opportunity you want to be a part of. Okay, so like for example, when there are doctors, they want to look at who do I want to intern with. Um, it's a very different way of thinking than I'll finish my college and figure out what I want to do. You understand what opportunities can I be a part of? You understand that question?
Like a little bit.
A little bit. Okay. How committed are you towards your career? Is it a nice thing to do? Like, okay, I'm just doing it because, like, or like, why do you need a career?
Because I want to do something, and I really like fashion, that industry.
You like the industry. Why?
I don't know. I like the concept of creating clothes and making it sustainable and all of that.
Okay, that's manufacturing. What has fashion got to do with that?
It's like expressing the expressing myself through fashion.
See, when you think of fashion, what's the picture that you see?
I see runways and stuff like that.
And when you see runways, what's the feeling you have?
Different outfits and like clothes.
Do you want to be a game changer in the fashion world, or do you want to be another stylist who make some designs and be lost and no one knows?
I want to be a game changer.
So the way you're processing right now is there is an attraction, but there is no depth into exactly how and what you want to do. Okay, and are you willing to change that? Okay, so we're going to just replace your trigger picture with a very powerful outcome. We're going to start with a swish before we continue this. Okay, so I'm going to come back to you in a moment. We'll finish the swish and then come back to you. Yeah. Wow. Amazing. You walk into great swish. Okay. Now, you remember when you think about swish, what I've taught you is an unresourceful feeling. There are sometimes you do a swish even when there's no unresourceful feeling, but there's a stuck feeling with the happiness. So, yeah, the person is joyful, but there's no movement. Remember the distinction between desire and motivation is in desire, you have an intensity of emotion, but there's no movement. In motivation, there is movement attached to it. There is velocity. So desire can sometimes be the hindrance to motivation. So we have someone here who feels like she want to get into the fashion industry. And when you talk about fashion, you'll see her eyes lit up. But the way she represents fashion, like the runway and stuff like that, is a stuck image. She doesn't go beyond that. There's just an attraction to it, but there's no necessarily. So if she has to be a game changer in fashion industry, she needs to develop certain capabilities. When she does that, and she's different from how she is right now, and she becomes that person, if someone takes a photo of her, how will she be? That's the outcome picture. So we do a switch with that. Okay, fantastic. Why don't you join? Tell me more about fashion. What interests you about fashion?
Materials and using different types of things to create a whole new thing.
What type of a career do you want to build by then?
Creating a brand like that.
So do you know how to do the alphabet game really well?
Yeah.
So anchor the thought of creating a brand, anchor it well, and play an alphabet game and come back and see it. How are you?
Nice.
You're still in school?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you want to be the best in the world at?
Football.
Have you done something about it already? Tell me. You know, the last time I asked someone, what has to happen for you to be a world champion? And he stopped playing. Because remember, the reason is when you're picking up a passion, and especially if you want to make it a career, rather pick something where you can be the best in the world at. Okay, so now, do you think you can be the best in the world at football? You do think that. What have you done about it until now, and what's your evidence?
I have joined a hostel which is particularly for football to play, and then I've gotten I went to Spain to get selected in Spain trial. I've gotten selected in that also. Planning to go, I think, next year.
You got selected in Spain, what?
Going to a Spain club from India.
Okay, what kind of club? Like it's a minor league?
It's like a independent club where it helps you get scouted into the eyes of major clubs.
Oh,
It's
very
like
nice.
a independent. Yeah, you get.
Very nice. So, and the kind of people who come there, there are people from there who
Scout.
made it into major leagues?
Yeah.
There are.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So now what do you want from me?
I think more confidence while on the pitch, because meaning if I do a mistake in the match, like one mistake, and that leads to me being very sad the entire day or sad in the match, which ruins everything else.
You make a mistake, you become sad.
No, which ruins everything else in the match. Not sad is
You don't know how to reset.
yeah.
You make a mistake, you don't know how to immediately forget about it and get to.
Yeah, I have to try that because Harini just told me
You know how to do it in 120 seconds, but let's make it automatic.
Yeah.
Done. What happened to the switch again?
I removed my fear. I removed after I do a mistake. I told you right in football, I think of the mistake again and again and make more mistakes. Yeah, so that I removed by doing switch.
Okay, how can we test it?
The only way is that I come next up and then tell you.
Can you watch the video Path to Success?
Okay.
Sit and come back and meet us. Are you finished Path to Success?
Yeah.
Okay, what is the outcome?
Me in my favorite team.
Yeah, don't fix it as a favorite team. Put it as a major league, like big team.
Okay. Yeah, major league. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know which team you'll get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Good. So, how do I help you today?
I don't know.
Okay, what do you want to be the best in the world at?
Best in the world. Seriously, again?
You're doing the.
Yeah.
Why did you become a doctor? Like,
That's my family said.
Because his mother is a doctor, father is a doctor, grandfather is a doctor. Everybody's a doctor, so he's a doctor. Like all
so now you're going to become a doctor,
Yes.
and then what happens?
Yeah, I think I still need improvement in my academics because I'm still getting touch in with it. Because it's totally new from what I seen in school and all. It's totally different from school to
Okay, you are not able to perform as well as you'd like to in your academics.
yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. And you're enjoying your atmosphere in college?
Yeah, I still enjoy it.
You have good friends.
Yeah, great friends.
You have our doctors and professors finding you to be the most favorite person to give responsibilities and experiments and mentor.
I still didn't explore it.
You don't explore, but the question is, how do you kind of become the kind of person where professors find you? You know, they're always finding someone to mentor, a little more than every other
Like,
student.
My batch is quite populated, so
There's still 2-3 people who are getting special mentoring.
yeah, yeah. But I think any professor didn't approach me with that mindset.
I know, but how are you going to become that kind of a person?
Like doing good in my academics.
And
I think that's itself enough.
hmm?
I think scoring well in the internals and all,
and
being attentive in class,
and
and yeah, that's it. I can say.
and a quick learner.
Yeah.
Quick learner and doing well in academics may not be the same thing. What's the difference?
I want to put effort myself and learn new things.
There are two types of learning. One is the thing you learn in academic. One is the thing you learn actually about medicine and human body. They're not necessarily, the academics tries to help you learn that, but the learning of it comes from people, from professors, from their life experiences, from the clinical work. That learning is different from the academic learning. Honey, how to help him focus on both? Parts integration. Let's finish a parts integration. Who can do a parts integration for him? You can do parts integration. Can you come here, sit here and finish it up? A part of him is focusing on academic learning. Another part recognizes it's equally important to focus on the other types of learning of medical science that is available from the college, professors and clinical experience. Both parts come together.